Patty. Alrighty. Getting ready for the potluck next weekend on Saturday. That's always a lot of fun. This has gotten jumbled in my car because I ripped the bottom of the box and had to carry it in a strange manner. Look at that. I'm opening it up on the bottom. Oh my goodness. It's a crazy backwards world. Okay, so starting at the bottom, I have these lovely carrots. Naturally baby carrots. Aren't they pretty? And they're so delicious. Remember, if you want these to keep well and stay crisp in the refrigerator, cut these tops off. Either compost them or you can fry them up for garnish. But they're kind of bitter, so you know that's not something you could use a lot of. And also remember, if you have kids in the house, here's a fun thing to do. Save the tops. You can trim them a little bit. Save the tops and you can plant them in a pot and have a carrot pet for your child to watch grow. It won't grow another taproot, but it will grow more tops. And that's sort of a fun thing for kids to do. Mark, remember when we planted grass seed in eggshells?
Yeah, actually.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So then these beautiful flat Italian cipollini onions, they are extremely delicious. They're pretty hot when you have them raw, but they grill up beautifully. You can see how easy they would be to peel and then grill or roast just the way that they are until they're tender and sweet. Serve them with salt and pepper, olive oil, a little drizzle of balsamic. And they're a nice thing to serve with steaks. These are, when they're very, very small, are often pickled in balsamic vinegar. But these are a real gourmet treat. I think you'll enjoy them. And here's some potatoes that you could cook those up together with. Oh, you know, and here's another thing I think I'll mention about these onions. See, they're so flat. So when you think about slicing an onion, you slice it this way, right? Well, that doesn't make sense for this. And so think of it like a cake or a pie. When you cut this up, you'll cut it into wedges or boom, 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 cut it into squares this way. No need to slice. So more of these nice little new potatoes. And here's a fun thing, this broccoli, which is gorgeous broccoli. You know, these are all the side shoots. So when broccoli is planted and you get ready to harvest it, you cut the center blossom bud. That's what this, what one like this would look like. But then it will send up new little shoots off the side. Usually the shoots are tiny, just, you know, one little floret at a time. These are particularly lovely side shoots. And I think they're often more delicious. And then we have greens. These, the greens that look like spinach but aren't spinach. They are a Japanese, kind of like a bok choy. Oh, the name escapes me. I can't remember. But if you eat them raw, they're yummy. They're so young and fresh. They have a little bit of a cabbagey flavor. The stem might be a little bit stringy. Gosh, they're really not very stringy. You could see how they're trimmed. They look like leafy bok choy. Bok choy, the stems would be thicker. But these also saute up beautifully and have a cabbage flavor. You know, like broccoli has a cabbage flavor. I did some steamed vegetables this weekend, and there's a chef who has been making a compound butter for steaks. It's soy sauce and butter. And that's a flavor combination that really shouldn't go together, but gosh, it sure does. It's delicious. And I think these cabbagey vegetables, if you steam them simply, then toss them with melted butter and a tiny bit of soy sauce, they're quite delicious. It's a nice and unusual flavor combination for your simple steamed vegetables. And then we have some turnips in here. And then also we have these, okay, the ones with the green tops. This is a radish. This is a rose heart radish, rosado? Is that right? Something like that. So here's a radish. Here's another radish. The surprise comes when you cut these down the middle. The center is pink, and they are so beautiful. They can be, as far as radishes go, they can be very spicy and hot. But they are a wonderful dipper. Cut them like chips. They're a wonderful dipper for vegetable dips, yogurt dips, hummus, not so much salsa, but all of those creamy things that go in the creamy direction. They also will braise, but when you cook them, then that pretty color is going to fade. So I much prefer them raw, sliced super thin. You can even turn them into a kind of a slaw if you want. You know, I've never grated them, but I think you get a real pretty mix of pink and white if you grated them, and then you could toss them with a little vinaigrette and have them on. I'm always looking for slaw things to put on sandwiches. I think that would be tasty. And this is a mystery root. This looks like a radishy thing. I bet it is. It's just got more pink than green. Isn't that fun? That's part of the fun of this, right? And then more delicata squash. I think for this, the way to go for me is to slice it in rings. I like that a lot. Although, you know, now that I think of it, cutting it long way and stuffing it is a super fun meal. Maybe I need to come up with a stuffing for this. That would be a nice dinner. What do you think, Mark? Stuffed squash this week for dinner?
Definitely.
All right. And that's it. See you Saturday. Bye-bye.